We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the option.
Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, it's Green. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams, 42 yards. And the Packers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Breeze now on first down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. But that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Breeze now to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Play action, Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
They'll run on first down. Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Green. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So that one will be accepted. Here's Rodgers, escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams, complete. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Bush on the return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On first down, Breeze. The connection made. It's Graham. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After reviewing the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
First down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, McAllister. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Breeze now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running left, McAllister. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 16, Breeze. Over the middle, it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's made it easy for us to put together a highlight package. Just wondering what he ate before this one started.
Let's include that in the package, right? Get the gourmet out here, figure it all out, and he guaranteed he'll do that going forward as well, because with a game like this, you don't want to change things too much. Oh, yeah, you also want to continue to get that great blocking he's received today, too.
Yeah, kudos to the guys up front indeed. They'll run on first down. It's Green, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. He's got Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
After review the play, the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Looking to run it in, Kuhn, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how...
After review the play, the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ball game. Second down and goal. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Breeze going to throw. Screen play to McAllister. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, McAllister. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the second of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Minnesota Vikings who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wildcard game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On second down and 4, Breeze. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, now Breeze. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
147 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And some room to work. Green flexing his muscle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here's Grant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This is Grant. Space to run past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Breeze. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw again on second down. Breeze, he gets it to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Breeze again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Draw play. Here's McAllister. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Breeze now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On
On second down, McAllister. And some room to run now. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Big pickup there on the run.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Breeze. This is caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 64 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rodgers going to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing,
Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Breeze to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job with him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Phew, 246 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Green, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Crosby is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Now Bush on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Breeze to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Now Breeze got under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.